Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's amazing to be here today. It's a privilege and an honor. Thank you for inviting me and sharing your platform with me. Thank you for counting me worthy. It's a lot of light on my face, so please forgive me if I squint a bit. My name is Daniela Otsubando, and I am just one of you, another human being seeking expression, trying to find purpose, trying to understand self. One thing we have to admit is it's okay to be nervous, it's okay to be human, it's okay to not have it all figured out. It's absolutely perfect to be struggling, just like the other speaker. He was quite agitated getting up and coming on stage. At the time, he even got emotional. And this is absolutely natural. This is natural. And my own topic today is embracing authenticity. Embracing authenticity, redefining beauty standards. I'm going to speak more on authenticity than beauty, because beauty is very, very transient, and beauty is beyond what we see in terms of our appearance and quality of our looks. I'm the creative director and founder of a beauty business and a fashion and lifestyle business. From the profile read of me, you could see that I've traversed quite many platforms, from being a physicist, through being an engineer, through working as a civil servant, now as a public servant, and also being an entrepreneur, and also being a mother and a wife. It's not easy, wearing many hats. So it's quite amazing doing life. And I'm going to share my experience with you and encourage us today, because I believe the reason why we're here today is because there's some part of us that seeks full life expressions, that seeks understanding. And it's okay to understand and identify with the fact that we don't have it figured out, and that is absolutely natural. So I have very few points that I'm going to talk through my phone, while I'm going to just open my mouth and pour, because from out of my belly shall flow the rivers of living waters. And I believe in letting He that is within me speak more than I depend on self. I'm a human being who is big on spirituality, who is big on believing God. I believe we all are connected one way or the other, and there's a God in us. That's why many of what I will say to us today, if it resonates with you, is because He that is in me is the same as He that is in you. And that's why we can feel that connection, that synergy, that linkage. So very quickly, I try to understand what is authenticity, what is the meaning of that. Many of us are quite conversant with our phones, so everything I'm going to put us to us today is from my phone, from Google search, because we have to understand that all that we are and all that we seek to be lies within us. What needs to happen is to embrace who we are and go on the inside and discover self. And that is the best and the only place to pour from. So, by definition, the quality, the meaning of authenticity is the quality of being genuine and true. Wisdom is simplifying complicated things. Foolishness is complicating simple things. It really doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't have to be so complex for us to understand it. So I'm going to try and keep it simple and basic, because I understand that we all have students and we have the reservoir and the capacity to understand complex matters. But I understand that simplicity always does it better. So the quality of being genuine and true, that's what it means. And the best word, authenticity, is derived from a Greek word, which is one acting on its own authority. And the word is created from melting two words, which is authors, which is self, and enthys, which is being. So the quality of being who you are is what really being authentic is. And that's what I want to speak to this morning. We should learn to embrace ourselves. We should learn to accept ourselves. We should learn to understand that it's okay to not have it figured out and still continue on the search. Also, when I did a bit of extra search, the Latin root word authenticity is also about, it goes on to say authenticity is an active and creative process. It's not about revealing something, it's about building something, and that something is you. So it is important and critical that each and every one of us here are true to ourselves, are true to our values, and not let society define or build us, and rather embrace who we are and do an inner search and try and discover self. And while you're at that, it was just like when the other speaker was speaking, he said something about love. I do not believe anybody is lucky. I believe we are blessed. You must embrace all your gifting. You must embrace your struggles. You must earn and be proud of your journey and your successes. There is no one that can do you a favor, but that which you believe is yours to take. So I believe largely nobody is lucky. You can be blessed, because look, most times people try to chip off your effort, try to chip off your result by telling you, oh, you just got lucky. No, I don't think it's luck. I believe that people are blessed, but I also believe there's a lot of self-help and a lot of self-discovery. There's a lot of self-decision that goes into defining who you are, finding out who you are, choosing to go against the norm of society standards and saying, I would rather take a journey down the road less traveled, and if I perish, I perish. Until we're willing to get lost, we will never really find ourselves. So I believe it is important that we're true to ourselves, our calling, and we do less of externals. There's a lot of external calling, grasping, distraction, based on what we think should be the standard. So we do not necessarily embrace who we are anymore. We constantly allow people to define us by the color of our skin, by the clothes that we wear, by the degrees that we have, by the qualifications that we hold. When you're able to connect to your real author, who you are on the inside, you will discover that you can be all that you desire, and you can flourish at everything that you set your heart to. So it's also about understanding the fact that it's an active and a creative process, and it's as far as your eyes can see. And one of the reasons why a lot of us are not aware fully of who we are is because if the knowledge of who we truly are is revealed to